Well, unfortunately, while it did make it to the moon's orbit, making Israel the 7th country to get there, it crash landed on the surface of the moon. Now they are attempting round 2. Space IL will send a second lunar lander, the new and improved Bereshit 2. This time around, though, they are beefing up their security. Israeli cybersecurity company Konfidas will be one of the teams behind the project, and now its founder and CEO, Ram Levi, joins me.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Ram. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Now, I want to ask you, why do space agencies and organizations like Space IL need cyber protection anyway? Is there actually a threat of hackers in space?
Well, absolutely. All space-based objects are based on computers that command and control them. And if you can take control of the computers that are controlling the spacecraft, you can actually take control of the spacecraft. There have been examples like that in history. Hackers have been penetrating ground stations of spy satellites, of reconnaissance satellites, of television satellites, and either they disrupted the ability to communicate with the satellites, they eavesdropped to the satellites' communications, and they also, in one case, actually negated the ability to use the satellite and render the spacecraft inoperable.
Wow. So is this your company's first project working in space security, or have you worked on other spacecrafts, maybe not lunar landers, but other things in space?
Well, we've been working with other space companies in Israel and outside of Israel, so it's not the first time we're doing security for a space company. But Space IL is it's a national project, and we feel a particular pride in taking part of such an important project for Israel. We're not doing it alone, actually. We're doing it with another company called Sentinel-1. They're developing a sophisticated antivirus called EDR, and they're also donating licenses for the protection of the endpoints used by Space IL, and we're actually very proud being part of this effort.
Ram, we just watched that devastating moment when the control team lost contact with Bereshit 1. What went wrong there? Is there any way your company can help save number 2 from maybe having the same fate?
Well, in this particular case, the lander's gyroscope failed, causing the main engine to shut off. And because it shut off a little sooner than needed, then it didn't have enough energy to stop the deacceleration process towards landing. So the spacecraft actually landed on the moon, but not in one part. Our company will not have anything to do with it, because this is a failure in the design of the spacecraft or the operation of the spacecraft. We will support Space IL in case someone wants to hack the organization and steal information, disrupt the capabilities, and even inject code to the development process of the spacecraft.
Well, we really hope this time maybe it will actually land in one piece. I want to just expand a little bit into the space arena. You know, it's become an arena of political and even maybe military struggles. For example, Donald Trump's new Space Force. Is this a cyber battleground of the future? What are the threats we should know about?
Well, absolutely. Just to put things in perspective, there are more than 2,600 satellites orbiting space. Most of them are U.S. manufactured satellites, actually more than 1,300. Less than 200 are Russian, and about 360 are Chinese. So there is no doubt that if you control space, then you probably have a huge advantage in modern warfare, because you can communicate longer, you can direct your missiles, you can use it for navigation and reconnaissance, of course. So in any future war between the superpowers, one of the first things that will be done is the ability to negate the space capability of your adversary. Therefore, you need to be able to defend them. Defending them is a crucial mission of any superpower, especially the United States. And this is one of the reasons why they're establishing the Space Force, to defend their own space-based assets and to negate the space-based assets of their adversary in future wars. So it's absolutely a ground for political rivalries. And cyber, of course, is one of the best ways to achieve a strategic mean, meaning you can attack a satellite without paying a strategic price of shooting down a satellite and then contaminating the entire low Earth orbit.
All right. Well, it's really interesting and honestly a little bit scary. Ram Levi, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.